ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Just Plain Living. I'm John Gray.
Good morning. I'm Peggy Burton.
And I'm Jim Fuller.
And here we are, back again.
Yeah, if anybody knows Peggy's phone number, call her, because she's left her phone on, and there's going to be severe punishment if her phone
if it rings on
while we're doing this segment right here.
It's been raining a lot lately.
It was
too bad we're not live, because nobody can hear that right now.
It's funny about that, though. You know, I got, much to my chagrin,
good word,
in a way, I've ended up with a smartphone.
Yeah.
And it talks to you.
I know, it's smarter than you are.
And so I'm the dumbest person in the world with a smartphone. I guarantee you that. So I'm out at the airfoilers the other day filming, which we'll have on the show today, about the model airplanes that fly in they had at Arnold Center. And I'm filming, and all of a sudden my pocket starts saying, call.couch, call.couch. So I'm going, ooh, I'm going to have to edit that out of here. And it was in a really good shot, too, but Mama Dot was calling and I was filming, and so I didn't have enough sense to turn it off. Or no, I don't know, it's different. It's just different.
It is different. I've got mine dumbed down to the point now where I can pretty much deal with it all.
Well,
most of the features are turned off. So
they said, I was out there the other day at Verizon, and they said it takes about 3 weeks for somebody to get used to using one of those. And he looked at me and he said, you maybe 5. and I agreed with him. I agreed with him.
Well, you know, you need to do, like when I first got a computer, I hired somebody to come to my house once a week to give me a lesson, because that's the way I learn. Mm-hmm. It's hard for me to read instructions.
I don't read and learn very well. I have to do.
You're kind of into
I have to practice it all week, and then I'd learn something new, and then finally I got the hang of it.
Well, they'll do that out there. I think they have classes out at the Verizon store at certain times. But you know, who's going to go figure that out?
First, you got to know how to ask the question.
Yeah,
sometimes it's hard to.
I told them when I left. They said, "Are you comfortable?" And I said, what about your internet? And I said, all I want to do is make a phone call. When I walk out of here, I want to be able to answer the phone and make a phone call.
Right.
Other than that, I don't care.
You should have just gone and bought you one of those little cheapos.
Well, you can't. But you gotta buy that. They gave. We were.
Oh, they gave it.
It was a free. Well, nothing's free.
Yeah, these smartphones.
It was
supposed to cost about $300.
Well, but the thing about it is, it's a. You know, if you want a flip phone, they've got to order it. I mean, and you got to pay for it, because they'll disappear.
Are they paying us for this commercial?
Who, the phone people? No.
Okay.
They don't spend any money.
They don't spend any money.
I got all the money. They got all the money. They don't spend any money.
A lot of things happening this week.
Yeah, today's the first day of school. One thing.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
If you're watching this on Tuesday.
It's hard to get excited. I'm sure if I were a child, it'd be hard for me to get excited at this time of year to go to school.
I don't know.
Depends on what age you are.
My grandchildren were
they excited?
Very excited.
By the way, your grandchild's singing on the country show.
That's what I understand.
She is very talented.
I didn't know she was a country singer.
I think she's going to be in anything.
You didn't know she was a newscaster either, did you?
I didn't know she was a newscaster until this summer.
She's done a very good job.
She actually is entering the 6th grade today.
And she's going to middle school.
Yeah, she'll be 12 in August. Next summer, I'm going to place her with somebody else, though. She has a hard time taking directions from me. You know,
I've been there with that.
Or either I expected too much out of a 12-year-old. No, I mean, she did fine. She really.
Oh, she does a great job.
She did fine. But,
how old was Jenny when she started? She was a little older.
Oh, yeah.
That.
Jenny was like high school.
In high school.
17, 18, something like that. Jenny and I went through that period of time. You know, Jenny never was all that into television, but I made her do it.
Yeah. That was good for her. She did great.
We brought her into the telethon. And for about 3-4 years, she sang with me on the telethon. We had a sponsor, and we'd do a song together on the telethon. And then she hit that age where that's really not all that cool anymore, for you to be up there singing with your daddy.
And I'm not that crazy about being seen with my dad.
Yeah, so she quit that for a couple of years, and then she got in college.
We got her back.
The way I kept Bart straight
was
I would threaten to go and sit with him in school if he goofed off too much. And he knew I'd do it.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
That's
Well, I was
pretty
telling Peggy earlier, Jim, before you came in, I saw on the Today Show this morning, Tony Bennett and Lady Gaga
Yeah.
were sitting together,
Awesome.
and
They've been a
they have
duo,
a
Yeah.
new album coming out called Cheek to Cheek
Yeah.
in September, where they're singing all Cole Porter and Berlin and
All the good
all
songs,
those
yeah.
old jazz songs and stuff. And she was trained as a jazz singer when she was young and coming up, and
She was trained as an all kinds of singer.
yeah, but
I mean,
he
she could
was
do it all.
very, very,
talented.
very complimentary of her.
And you know, people thought it was ridiculous that she wore an animal skin suit. Remember that when she went to some award? But she's just smart. She's a marketer.
Oh yeah,
Comes up with some weird ideas.
They showed. He said she turned the studio into a movie set. Said discreetly, day after day, she would change something. All of a sudden, there'd be a rug on the floor.
Yeah.
Then there'd be a lamp, and then she'd come in with chartreuse hair, and I mean some of the costumes and stuff. But he was nothing but complimentary about her skills
Oh, yeah.
and how she
Very
could
skilled.
improvise. And he said if we do a song 10 times, she never does it
Never the
the same. And it's always marvelous. You can't even pick which one you like the best.
Because you get to do your own thing.
Sure. So
It's
that's
nice
going to
if
be
you have
out
a
there.
voice.
That's going to be out there in September sometime.
Tony Bennett is really, he's reinvented him. No, well, he hadn't reinvented
He never
himself.
quit inventing himself.
But he keeps pairing himself up with younger entertainers.
Well, how smart is that?
Yeah, that's pretty smart because consequently he's in his 80s now and
Yeah.
he's still performing, and doing
Right.
well.
Right.
A lot of
you know.
things going on
And,
today.
and he's one of those guys that has cared for his voice.
Yeah.
He hadn't abused his voice.
Right.
Ray
And that's
Price was
important.
that way. He didn't abuse his voice. His voice was the same at 90 as it was at
Yeah.
60 or
And you're
50.
singing the Ray Price song on our country
On the country show,
on
yeah, we're
Friday
doing-
night when we open on the 8th.
The 8th. That's
So,
right.
don't
And that's
miss
coming. That's coming 8th, 9th, and 10th of August. And you can buy tickets now. And if you want good seats, you better buy them now.
And they're cheaper now. Less
Yeah.
expensive. Cheaper's a bad word. They're never cheap.
They're cheap.
Yeah.
Nothing's
Get some cheap
They're
tickets.
$50
Nothing's
to
cheap.
buy
We
now,
ain't got
$70 at the
a
door.
cheap show. We got a good show, and it'll be a great show. Always is. Anything you're involved in, always top notch.
Thank you, John.
Always top notch. And speaking about top notch, listen to these few commercials, and we'll be back with the rest of this top notch show we're going to have today. Don't you go away.
Let the Smokehouse be your mountain getaway destination in beautiful Monteagle, Tennessee. Enjoy our cabins, restaurant, and old general store. Shop thesmokehouse.com featuring homemade barbecue sauces, jellies, and many other fine Tennessee products. Our live Music on the Mountain series features some of the best local and Nashville talent every Friday and Saturday night, 6:30 p.m. No cover, kids welcome.
This is a tree that was never chopped down to make a crutch that was never needed. By a child who never got polio. Because vaccine was never in short supply. Thanks to people whose compassion wasn't either. Over the years, Rotary Club members have helped immunize over 2 billion children against polio. Soon, the world will be polio-free. Rotary, humanity in motion.
How long has it been since you raced a cheetah? Are your tornado creating skills getting rusty? Tired of being the only one in your neighborhood who hasn't built a dinosaur? Sounds like it's time to visit the Hands-On Science Center. The Hands-On Science Center is an indoor science playground. In this museum, please touch is the rule. Join us for weekly science demonstrations on space, lasers, lizards, rocks, and a whole lot more. No two visits are ever the same, so visit often to see our ever-changing exhibits and demonstrations. The Hands-On Science Center, 101 Mitchell Boulevard in Tullahoma.
I'm meteorologist Leland Statham, and you're watching Just Plain Living here on Charter Channel 6.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. As we alluded to in our opening segment here this morning, school has started. And it's time for you drivers to wake up and realize that. And we've got Tullahoma Police Chief Paul Blackwell in the studio today to kind of remind you of some things that you might have forgotten since school ended about 2 months ago.
You're right. 2 months tends to kind of slow someone's memory. And as you said, today is that big day where the parking lots are crowded, the entry to the schools are backed up, and kids are getting out, walking down the sidewalks, riding their bicycles, parents walking with them, everybody taking pictures of their children, advancing in school. And so it's a good day. The kids are probably excited, but then you get from the other side of it, the safety side, and that's where we come in, is wanting to remind everybody that traffic will become more congested. The children will be out on the sidewalks and the streets, and to be conscious of that and to be aware of it. The big thing, as we kind of mentioned before, are the school zones, the lights. The speed limits in Tullahoma during a school zone is 15 miles an hour. And that's not too bad on the 2-lane roads, where you can only go one way in each lane. But you get the larger ones where there's a couple lanes, like North Jackson Street, the high school. Yeah. That's one of the prime examples where it's not uncommon the first few days of school for officers to make a lot of traffic stops and people to say, well, I didn't know it was schools in session.
Right. Yeah, if you have kids, you might not realize.
And that's right. And sometimes I'll even make a couple traffic stops and I'll hear what they tell me. And sometimes they say that, and my response is, did you not notice all the other cars almost crawling as you drove past them fairly quickly? And then you want to say driving is something you've got to always be conscious of, your surroundings. If everybody else is driving slow, there's a reason. Be conscious of that. I can't say that we're going to give a grace period the first few days. I don't want to say that, because each officer uses discretion, and they're the ones that have to determine, is a warning sufficient to get someone's attention, or does it require a citation?
Right.
And of course, if it's a citation, it's going to cost you a little bit of money. In fact, quite a bit of money, $165. And I don't think any of us want to just give away that kind of money because we weren't paying attention.
It should be motivation enough to
it should be. And that's right. And people just have to understand, when you drive a vehicle, you've got to be responsible. You have to know what is going on around you. And school zones is one of those. They all have the flashing lights. And if you don't see the flashing lights, again, you're possibly not paying attention to your driving.
Exactly.
The safety of our children is paramount. And we're not going to skimp on that or overlook that. And, pedestrians, we want to remind people, pedestrians have the right of way. There are some conditions where the pedestrian has to yield to the car, but a good rule of thumb is, if you're driving a car and you see a pedestrian, give them a lot of space.
Exactly.
And because we wouldn't want someone to get hurt and then have to argue in court who had the right of way. Give it to the pedestrian. And this is a community where a lot of kids walk to school, ride their bikes to school, unlike other communities that have large bus systems. So a lot of our children are either taken to school by their parents and dropped off, or walk. So we just ask that everybody be aware of that. The first few days, as we said, we know people will have to get back in the groove of school. If school starts at 8 o'clock, a lot of parents are going to realize they can't get there at 7:55 and expect to get in the queue to drop their children off. So there's going to be a lot of adjustments. And the police department has already started their presence in the schools again. I like to say that, welcoming the kids back and creating that partnership with the students. And we're here to make sure that school is a safe and learning opportunity for our children.
And there is a possibility that you could even get a reckless driving charge if you were speeding through those school zones.
You can.
Which is even more...
Reckless driving is even more damaging, you know, from an insurance standpoint and a driving record. It is, you know, pay attention.
Exactly. You mentioned something else that I think is pretty neat too, because when school is in session, your officers are constantly going in those schools. I mean, getting out. They go inside
They are getting out of the cars, going in, and what we ask them to do is visit with the staff, the principal, the office, and then go through the hallways and poke their head in a classroom, say hello, and you know, we encourage any teacher that, you know, if you want that officer to come in for a minute and say, hello, my name is so-and-so,
right,
to do that.
Sure.
You know, we are part of the CEO program that all the schools have. We're a system-wide partner.
Right.
So, you know, that fits right into our being in the schools every day.
Right.
And, you know, the kids love it.
Yeah.
And we're hearing some good things from the administration and the teachers.
Right.
So it's a win. It's a win for all of us.
Absolutely. And, you know, for anybody who might be considering doing something you ought not to be doing around the school, you never know when those officers are going to be there either.
Right.
You know, so.
And, yeah, we're going to show our presence there. We're going to do everything we can to, you know, let parents know that your children are in a good environment where they can learn and have fun, because school should be fun as well.
Absolutely. Slow down out there, folks.
Slow down.
Yeah, I've been guilty of that once before, as Paul reminded me this morning. So slow down. You know, and the kicker to that is you wonder, why are all these other people slowing down?
Exactly.
You know, well, there's probably a good reason.
Or you get in that line and everybody's going slow, and then all of a sudden you look up there and you see a police officer running radar.
Exactly.
And, you know, so then you're kind of thankful for that person in front of you going so slow.
Exactly. All right. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen, right after this with more living.
It's a Kia Cadenza kind of day at Russell Barnett Kia of Tullahoma. This luxurious Kia has too many features to mention, with prices starting as low as $33,943. With America's best warranty, the 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, Kia is the power to surprise. We have a huge selection to choose from here at Russell Barnett Kia, and mention this ad and receive an additional $500 off your next Kia Cadenza purchase. And remember, why buy anywhere else?
Hi, I'm Terry Stroop with Stroop's Accurate Refrigeration, your #1 hometown HVAC company. We offer dependable and reliable service on all your HVAC equipment. We also offer high-efficiency trained cooling units with some special financing through the end of June. Call us for your cooling needs. Your comfort is what we do.
It's summer, call Stroop.
Get your news first, fast, and free with your news leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Local weather, sports, community calendar events, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Get it first, fast, and free with News Leader on Channel 6, your local information network.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and we have our friend and colleague and partner Jerry Harris joining us on the set now. Jerry has been this morning apparently getting in touch with his feminine side. He's been making ribbon bows and stuff, but they look really good, Jerry. I've got to tell you,
those are made in Shelbyville, and
okay.
What they are, these are tricolored ribbons. They sell for $25, $15, and $5, or $20, $15, and $5. Any of the florists in Shelbyville, and even here in Tullahoma, Manchester, around, can go and have one of these one of these ribbons made up. They're in support of the celebration coming up, 20th to the 30th of August.
Right. Okay. So the idea is merchants or individuals
merchants,
display them in
they got them from mailboxes. Virginia Stewart came up with this, and then the celebration got on, because, Jimmy, a lot of people don't realize what the celebration means to Bedford County and the surrounding counties. And we're talking about a lot of dollars, a lot of tax dollars, a lot of money raised for schools, charities. And Virginia just thought it would be nice if people started showing appreciation and support. And this is a way of doing it.
Mm-hmm. And this is, I assume that the colors of the ribbons is the standard. This is what you need to use, yet red, yellow, and blue.
That's right. Blue is always your first place, red is your reserve.
Oh, so there's a story behind this, actually. This is the color of the ribbons you get at the horse show,
At the horse show.
Yeah,
and of course, they keep going, but people look at your first 3 places more than anything, at least I do. 3-place horses, 3rd-place horse, or top 10, as some people say at the celebration. That if you're in the top 10 celebration, you're cooking.
Yeah, because that's a world championship. So if you're in the top 10, you're in the top 10 in the world.
You're good. You're there.
Exactly.
But it is important that people realize that right now they're going through some hard times. They're trying to get objective testing through scientific-based testing. And, of course, we've got groups out here that are fighting it, and we've got groups that are supporting it. But the fact is that if we do scientific testing on our horse and everybody's open to it, and the celebration's made several changes this year. Horses have to be on the show grounds 48 hours prior to the championship class. And they've got a veterinarian advisory committee back to where they're going to be there. And these are veterinarians that have nothing to do with the walking horse industry. They're here to see what we've been telling them. And they hired them from outside the industry just so they would be there to tell the truth. And all of them are members of the AVMA and the Veterinarian Association. So we're just wanting to show that objective testing, our horses are fine. These ribbons are to show support for the horse, get people to come to the celebration. They're doing a lot of things this year. They got Veterans Night and everything over there to get people in to where they can go and see these horses.
Right. And the celebration, of course, has been around for, what, 75 years?
76.
This is 76 year. And, I guess maybe folks have a tendency to take those kinds of things for granted, but when Jerry's talking economic impact here, it's huge, absolutely huge.
Over $40 million a year.
Right. And that's going to come, we're talking, that's from the celebration, which is a 10-day event. So it's absolutely huge. And it's I would assume that these are just reminders of yes, we are glad the celebration is in our area.
We're glad the celebration's here. We don't have big signs. They used to have big signs everywhere, and that went by the wayside. But now, these ribbons, you put them on your mailbox, put them on your door, put them on your business door. It lets people know. And a lot of the businesses over here in Tullahoma, they get a big rush during the motels, the restaurants. So they can't say it doesn't affect Tullahoma. It does. It affects Coffee County, Bedford County, Lincoln County, Marshall County, all the surrounding counties. Warren County, Franklin, you name it, and there's not a county around here that's not affected by the walking horse.
Yeah. All right. So get you a ribbon and call Jerry if you don't know how to get one. He'll make arrangements for you to get.
I'll send you to a florist.
Yeah, okay.
I'll send him to John Gray. He'll get them for him.
And don't forget, we'll be bringing you the celebration news live right here on Charter Channel 6 every day of the celebration, starting the first day.
7 o'clock.
At 7 o'clock in the morning.
Who came up with that time?
I think you did, Jerry. Best I remember.
Surely to God I did.
Best I remember. All right, folks, we'll be right back in just a moment with more living.
Looking for a unique gift for someone special, or perhaps something just for yourself? Then you need to check out Grady Mac Denim Company, right here in the heart of Tullahoma. Grady Mac features the full line of men's and women's Lucky brand apparel. Stop in and check out our denim production line. Grady Mac offers a full line of outdoor sporting apparel and much more. And check out our custom fly fishing equipment, fine art, and signed sports memorabilia. There's something for everyone at Grady Mac Denim Company, the most unique store in Tullahoma.
Trucks!
The #1 selling truck for 35 years straight, the Ford F-Series, can be found at Russell Barnett Ford of Tullahoma and Winchester. We have a huge selection of over 100 trucks to choose from, with Ford manufactured rebates and incentives up to $10,000 or 0% financing available. Now is the time to buy. So come on down to Russell Barnett Ford of Tullahoma and Winchester, and remember,
trucks!
And more trucks! Why buy anywhere else?
We get closer to a world with more birthdays when we take cancer patients by the hand. We help them find answers and guidance and hope, and give them more candles to light. We're the American Cancer Society. Help create a world with more birthdays at morebirthdays.com.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back and proud to have Winston Brooks on with us today. And Winston is our Tullahoma City man about town who does everything from writing grants to being the public relations and information officer for the fire and police department, and always brings great information to us about what's going on in the city. Winston, what's up, bud?
Great to see you, John.
New things.
Thanks for letting me be here today.
You're welcome.
So many exciting things going on in the city. Great day to be in Tullahoma. How about this weather, too?
Weather's wonderful.
Man, it's fantastic.
59 degrees this morning.
First day of school, July 29th.
First day of school going on.
What a great day.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, what I wanted to talk to you about today was the Get Fit Tullahoma, which we had a $450,000 grant a year ago, and want to talk about some of the developments that are happening with that, talk about the upcoming health fair, and talk about the cleanup day next. And then the first thing I want to tell you about that is the pedometer challenge. Do you have a pedometer?
Yes.
How many steps you got today?
None.
None. Well, a lot of folks, we gave over 200 of these pedometers away. This was part of the fitness grant that we got from the grant, thanks to the Tennessee State Health Department, to position Tullahoma as a fit community. I've only got 848. We're asking people to get 7,500 steps a day, 52,500 a week. And
that's a bunch of steps.
I've been impressed with the enthusiasm that this has brought to the community. I can't believe, I gave over 200 people counting their steps. And there's something that happens when people start keeping up with how many steps they're taking, and people are getting taking steps to getting healthy. And this week, each week we're giving away a pair of running shoes from Clayton's Shoes. And this week's winner is Linda Foster.
All right, congratulations, Linda Foster.
And so if she'll contact me down at the office or on my cell phone, and I'll give my cell phone number, it's 247-1574. Please give me a call. I'll be glad to talk to anybody about what's going on in the city.
I noticed this Get Fit, Get Green.
That's it.
And
the Art Council.
Arts Council are three of Mayor Curley's projects that he's been working on, and I've started noticing this week, all of a sudden Nashville is doing a big Get Fit campaign. I'd never seen those commercials before, but now they're
I've been talking to those people up there.
So, it's we might have started something here, folks.
I think we have. No, in all seriousness, I did speak to a gentleman named Dave Edwards of Healthier Tennessee, and he had taken note of what was going on in Tullahoma. And so that's kind of some synchronicity that's taking place.
That's
it's great. We also have some more winners to announce. Is that okay?
Oh, sure. Bring them on. We love winners.
The Tullahoma Drugstore Tervis Tumbler Pedometer winner is Karen Sullinger and Scott Cherry. They're both going to win Tervis tumblers, and they can contact me again at City Hall or on my cell phone, 247-1574. And this will go on until September 5th, and we'll be announcing a grand prize winner later at the end of the challenge. And it's been a lot of fun, and so look for that. We'll be doing that again when we get a new supply of pedometers in.
Very good.
We also have been building fitness trails in the area. We built one at East Middle School. We built one at East Lincoln, and our most recent construction is going on over at Jefferson Street Park, which is a great park over there. If you haven't had a chance to go over there,
it's kind of hidden.
It's kind of hidden,
but which kind of makes it neat,
right? You know? Well, we've been doing a lot of construction over there. Cleaned out some of the underbrush. We're putting in a nice walking trail. We'll be putting in some fitness equipment. We'll be developing some fitness equipment down at Wagner Park as well. So a lot of great Get Fit Tullahoma projects going on, from programs to construction. And then we've got a health fair coming up September 13th at Northgate Mall. And if you're interested in being a health vendor or being a fitness vendor, please contact me. We'll get you a booth. We're going to have a lot of exciting.
Sounds like fun.
It is a lot of fun. Did you go to the last one?
Yes.
Good.
Yeah, we filmed it.
We're also looking for people who want to demonstrate on stage, performance. They want to get out there and...
I can't do the splits.
do some dancing or do some demonstrations of some sort. That would be great.
Y'all have to give me up. Come on.
The other thing too, this year, this time at the health fair, we're going to introduce a green expo. So we're asking for anybody that has green services or products to come out and be a part of this. So I think that's going to be a new dynamic.
Be healthy, and green keeps the world healthy.
That's exactly right.
So, and Winston Brooks is pushing, and the President administration pushing for Tullahoma to be healthy and well and green and beautiful,
and clean.
And it's working, folks. It's working.
You know, the next time we're going to do our cleanup is going to be September 20th. And we're going to clean up, concentrate on the downtown area, get it ready for 41A.
All right.
Which the Art Council has been partnering with them to bring in the booths.
Sure,
that's right. That's right. So
Winston Brooks, I know you got a lot to do.
Yep. Thank you so much.
You got meetings all the time. You're running
sir.
around getting things accomplished. We appreciate you and what you do for the city of Tullahoma.
I'm just having fun.
I know you are. Folks, we'll be right back after these messages.
The highest standard of trust offers a sense of safety and comfort. It's established over time. You know when you see it. You know when you feel it. There's a standard of trust in healthcare. It's the Joint Commission Gold Seal of Approval. In 2003, Life Care Center of Tullahoma voluntarily achieved this accreditation and maintains it still today. Life Care, meeting a higher standard because residents matter most.
Have you heard that little voice that beckons you to come home to Tennessee? Well, here's your chance. Here's a property offered by its owner. It's 20 miles from the National Walking Horse Celebration grounds in Shelbyville, Tennessee, and only 10 minutes away from the Jack Daniel Distillery in Lynchburg. It's located at 769 Shipman Creek Road. This property has over a 5,300 square foot home on 45 acres, and a sprawling 200 acres is also available. Let's take a look at the house. Built in 1998, this home has 4 bedrooms and 3.5 baths. This home offers wide open views, featuring the main floor with over 2,700 square feet of living room, an eat-in kitchen, a formal dining area, and a massive 20 by 19 master bedroom with a master bath and fireplace included. There is craftsmanship at every turn, solid cherry cabinets, built-in cherry shelves, and other solid cherry appointments. It's a 2-story home with 3 nicely sized bedrooms upstairs. Down a spiral staircase, the basement hosts a 40 by 40 den with a handcrafted bar. We're leaving the jukebox here, folks. The basement is a recreation room on steroids. There are too many closets to count and more than you'll ever need. There are so many places in this home to find peace that you'll seldom want to leave it. But when you do, you'll discover up to 200 acres of paved roads with city water. The property is quilted with streams, woods, ponds, and open pasture. The view from the porch alone is enough to say you're home. The property includes a 3-bay heavy construction shop and plenty of room to build stables and graze livestock. If Tennessee's been calling you home, start your journey by calling this number. A property like this comes on the market but once in a lifetime. We think you'll love it. We think you'll stay. This is a very real estate.
I'm meteorologist Leland Statham from the News Channel 5 Weather Center. Look to Jim Fuller and crew for local news night here on Channel 6.
And we're at the Coker Building today, and local author Marcia Ann Smith is having a book signing today, and we're going to go inside and talk to Marcia about her recent book. And here's her display at the Merchants at Coker's, and as I said, she's having a book signing today, and we'll get with her and just see what this new book is all about. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Marcia Smith, and she is the author of the new book, Miracles of a Greater Kind. And Marcia, you're local?
Yes, sir. I live in Estill Springs, Tennessee. I lived in Tullahoma, so from this area, originally from Bedford County, but I've lived here for about 20 years now.
Okay, and what were the circumstances that caused you to write this book? Have you been writing? Have you always written, been a writer?
I have had some some experiences in writing, but not necessarily what you would consider a writer. This is something I felt like the Lord led me to do. I had written another book several years ago called Seeing the Light Through the Darkness, after our son was diagnosed with an aggressive cancer, and we lost him, and just going through the grief process, and just so difficult, and we're just basically just at the depths of despair. But it's about our journey through that, and also my cancer diagnosis a few years after that, and the miraculous journey the Lord took us through there, and the good things ultimately that He has brought from our journey. And only the Lord can do that. So we've just been blessed with so many miracles, big and small, and that's basically what this book is about. It's about we all have our dark moments, but the Lord can bring us through that and bring good from those bad circumstances.
And the light shines again.
Yes, sir.
Light shines again. Well, I can see it in your eyes and your lovely smile that you have a message, and you're a beacon of that message, and people can find that in your book.
Yes, sir.
Is this your first book that you've written?
The second.
Second book.
Second book. But this book is comprehensive. If you read this book, you will have read basically my life's journey.
Okay. All right. Well, now, how can someone find this book?
It is available on Barnes & Noble and on Amazon. So you can check those out and go and find out a little bit more about the book and see if that's something that you would be interested in. But it's meant to be a book of encouragement to everyone. So I hope that it is that.
Well, you're at the Merchants at Coker's today.
Yes, sir.
And signing these books. Will you leave a few copies for sale here?
Absolutely. Yes, I will do that. Yes, sir.
Okay, so folks can come to the Merchants at Coker's right here in Tullahoma on Wilson Avenue and be able to find that book here as well.
Yes, sir. I will do that.
Marcia, thank you so much for sharing your thoughts and your soul with us and the rest of the world out here to help people get through hard times and some hard processes, which we all go through. And every time there's a little bright light out there to help us, it's always wonderful. So thank you for your gift.
Thank you. Others have been a light to me, and I hope to pass that along. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Partners for Healing provides medical care to the working uninsured of Coffee, Franklin, and Moore counties. We are in Tullahoma from 8 to 5, Monday through Thursdays, and in Manchester on Fridays from 8 to 12. We provide primary medical care and offer an in-house disease management program.
My name is Rosie Mitchell, and I would just like to say I am blessed to have partners in my life.
Please call 455-5014 for more information. Thank you for being one of our Partners for Healing.
Don't risk losing the Social Security disability benefits you have earned. I'm Russell Hedges with Moore & Hedges, attorneys at law. I bring over 25 years of experience and dedication to your case. My Social Security team will walk you through the process. We can increase your chances of winning and maximize the benefits due to you. If we do not win, you will not owe us a fee. Call me, Russell Hedges, with Moore & Hedges, attorneys at law, for maximum returns and minimum concerns.
A world without breast cancer is a world with more birthdays. And signing up for the Making Strides Against Breast Cancer Walk will help us get there faster. The American Cancer Society invests in groundbreaking breast cancer research, and we're part of every community. In fact, 1 in 2 women newly diagnosed with breast cancer turns to us for support. Sign up today at makingstrideswalk.org. Together, we can finish the fight against breast cancer.
Welcome back. You're going to be mighty glad you hung around. In my life, I get this great opportunity to meet some of the nicest people, and today I have with me Jeff Musgrove. Hey, Jeff. How you doing?
How
so
you
glad
doing?
you came. Jeff is going to do artistic memorabilia displayed at South Jackson Civic Center when we do South Jackson Goes Country, August 8th, 9th, and 10th. And I can't begin to tell you what all we have here. So, Jeff,
well,
what do we want to start with? I mean, if this one right here has caught everybody's. Which one you got? Look at it. Oh,
Valentino.
Where did you get that?
That came out of a
movie theater in Terre Haute, Indiana, and I'm a picker too, so I pick stuff, been picking for like 20, 30 years.
And so when you say it came out, this is about however old he is, right?
No, this was out of a retro movie theater from 1978. These are original lithos from dated 1978 that was reproduced from the originals to show in the movie theaters.
I think it's the coolest thing where you framed this. Is that a door or a
that
cabinet?
is a cabinet window, and I use a lot of windows. Like I said, I pick stuff and I try to convert it into art. And,
I love it. So there's nobody that would not remember Shirley Temple, and we're getting a little shot of it there. And is that a copy also?
That is a 1978 originals from the copies from the originals.
And that's
there,
from the movie.
That's from the movie theater.
She was
all
such
of
a
them.
cute little old girl. That's amazing. What got you doing this?
I've been collecting for over 35, 40 years.
Really?
And picking. I
So
was
you started-
dumpster diving.
Dumpster diving.
Dumpster diving when I was a kid.
And you have just continued. I think this is interesting because that appears to me to be World War II photographs. Is that correct?
Well, they actually came out in 1947, and this was the pinup girls.
Right.
And that derived out of the war effort and stuff. They everybody had these pinups painted on airplanes and everything, and a lot of the artists, a lot of the artists came out of the war and started painting these, and I just kind of picked and looked up on a lot of the original copies and artworks, and then I just put it together, repurposing the old window frames and doing the decorative artwork.
Now, I don't know, can we get a picture of this is his storage building and all
That's my shop and my collection for 30 some odd years.
Gulf signs, EXO signs, and these are kind of original, aren't they?
Yes, these are all original porcelain signs, and I've been collecting them from all over the world. And
do you want to tell people where that is, or do you want to keep it a secret?
Well, no, that's actually in Murfreesboro. I live in Murfreesboro, and this is
out on your property.
This is my property,
and that's your shop.
That's the shop, and the copies. I've got the copies. It's going to be there, framed copies. That is also going to be in next month's issue of Petroleum Monthly magazine.
Fantastic.
So that they're doing a centerfold that'll be a nationwide.
Picture.
Yeah,
that is great. Well, I need to let people know that this artwork will be up during the 8th, 9th, and 10th. We open at 6 o'clock at South Jackson, so you can eat dinner and you can look at all this stuff, and I think a lot of it, this is not all there is. There's a lot more.
No, I've got original porcelain signs too.
Oh, do you really?
Yes, that's going to be just retro memorabilia stuff. Porcelain signs, Chevrolet, Ford,
and I think,
all different automotive.
We have a lot of people that are interested in that kind of thing.
Yeah, it's man cave.
And I was kind of like shocked when I found out how inexpensive your stuff was. I mean, you don't really sell it for a humongously high price.
No.
At least these kind of art pieces.
This artwork, the soda artwork, these type.
What, for instance, what would that be? Or do you mind telling me?
You'll be looking at about $70, $80, something like that. Nothing's outrageous right there.
But you've done a lot of work here.
So it's excellent man cave stuff, and I sell it all. I've been to shows from Houston to New York City to Chicago to Miami and Atlanta, and these sell excellent at all the shows. And actually, I'm giving a little discount because the proceeds and stuff
You're
goes.
so nice. That's right. He's giving a lot of this money that we sell to South Jackson Civic Association, which I am greatly appreciative. Not only are you an artist of memorabilia, but you're a giver of yourself and your time, and that means a lot to me.
Thank you very much.
I want to encourage I know that you have this particular one. Do you have many of this kind? Do you have like Shirley Temple, and because I'm interested in theater and all that kind of stuff?
I've got about 15. 15 original of the posters. And then I've got about 150 pieces of artwork.
Can you
total.
possibly say what is your favorite thing to collect?
Gas and oil.
You love gas and oil. Because I know inside the house there you have things that appear to belong in the house, and I love that.
All types of gas and oil memorabilia type stuff, gas pumps, just everything.
And you can have them outside. Sometimes you put them in the house.
That's
and then
correct.
I noticed you have sports, a lot of things that are involved with sports.
Sports memorabilia and stuff too.
Yeah.
But that's not my heart. My heart is in the gas and oil memorabilia.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Well, you know, Jeff, I think that if people would you'll be set up probably by about 5. So if anybody happens to wander in earlier, but the doors will definitely be open by 6 because we have entertainment outside at South Jackson on the ground. There'll be cloggers and singers. Inside where this memorabilia will be in the front reception rooms, and they'll be selling barbecue and chips, and I think it's about $5 to get dinner, so it's a great place to have dinner.
It's a great place.
And and of course then the show, we have an inside show on stage at 7, which is a warm-up show. Then at 7:30 we have our main show, and there's enough entertainment to keep you busy for quite a while.
Oh.
I really appreciate you coming.
Well, thank you very much.
I just love you, Jeff Musgrove.
I love you too.
I love what you do. We'll be back with more of Living.
Smoking tobacco accounts for 3 of every 10 fire deaths in the United States.
Tullahoma Fire Department needs you en route to a structure fire, 202 Main Street. Heavy smoke showing. Neighbors advise child trapped inside.
Lighters, matches, and associated smoking paraphernalia are the leading cause of preschooler fire deaths. We as firefighters know that most structure fires can be prevented.
I've got one! Command, this is primary search. We have a victim. Need EMS to meet us at the front door.
Please help us to give you a fighting chance. This can be prevented. Contact the Tullahoma Fire Department for a free home safety inspection.
What's a Tennessee vacation? It starts off like any road trip, and then, boom, adventure and thrills everywhere you look, which happens to be some of the most beautiful scenery in the country. Music here, history there, and all kinds of green in between. Come relax and unwind, or bring the crowd for some stargazing, or stargazing. Whatever you do, come hungry and expect an awesome soundtrack. It's all right here in Tennessee. We're playing your song. For a free vacation guide, visit tnvacation.com.
Get your news first, fast, and free with your news leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Local weather, sports, community calendar events, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Get it first, fast, and free with News Leader on Channel 6, your local information network.
The Charter Triple Play lets you experience TV, internet, and phone the way you want with no contracts. Hooked on HD? Now over 100 HD channels available. Movie lover? Get 10,000 on-demand movies and shows. 1,500 in HD, including movies in 3D. Missing your favorite shows? Record and watch TV with DVR service for 4 rooms and over 780 hours of storage space. Get Charter TV for $29.99 a month. Photo fiend, music fan, video streamer? Switch to super fast Charter Internet and do it all with the bandwidth to support all your devices. At 30 megabits per second, Charter Internet is 10 times faster than the phone company's DSL. Get Charter Internet for $29.99 a month. Want more talk for less? Charter Phone has unlimited long-distance calling with no added fees like the phone company charges. Get Charter Phone for $29.99 a month. The new Charter Triple Play. TV, internet, and phone for just $29.99 a month each when bundled. Call 855-81-T-PLAY now.
All right, folks, we're back, and I'm so glad today to have the Berry Godmother with me from J&J Berry Farm.
Thank you.
Good day, sir. Ma'am, I'm sir. That's Godmother, not Godfather.
Right.
What is it? Evidently, it's berry time.
It is. We're open for customers to pick as well as we take orders. We're open certain days for customers to pick. We wait until they, get good and ripe. We have 5 different varieties for customers to pick, and we pick from 4 different varieties. So, and they're all come in at different times. They all don't ripen at the same time. So, yeah. So our season will be through August, sometimes up to frost, but it'll get slim picking then.
Slim picking?
Yeah.
But you can see there are blueberries here and blackberries. And where are you located? Tell everybody where you're located.
On New Rock Creek Road. We're just a mile and a half off of New Rock Creek Road. A huge sign by the driveway. We're allowed to have it in our yard, so you can't miss it. And it's on the left. It's past the soccer field.
Right, right.
So you were like 6 blocks from the viaduct.
Okay.
So if you're leaving town and you pass the viaduct on your left, then it's 6 blocks. It only turns one way, right? So,
right. Yeah, it's right past the utilities board.
Correct.
Right by is there a furniture store right there, isn't there?
They just
went out of business or
right,
something?
But it was Tullahoma Furniture Outlet Store.
Right. So it goes down and goes past the back side of the old girls' school, the police academy.
Right.
And then on out, and you're down there on the left.
Right. And you call our number, and we have messages that tell you if we don't answer the phone personally. We do have messages that tell you when is a good time to pick. So usually, like this week, we're going to be open Thursday, Friday, and Saturday for customers to pick.
Right.
And in the meantime, we're picking orders Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Right, right. And so, what are some of the type places you say you're picking orders? What are some of the type businesses that you supply berries to?
Whole Foods in Nashville, in the Brentwood area, buys whatever we bring, which is really fabulous. We also have customers looking on the internet and Tennessee You Pick. And people are driving from Nashville just to pick. And we had a family the other day. There must have been I don't know. There was 7 adults and I don't know, but maybe 6 children, and they made it a family affair, you know, and they really enjoyed it, and they took pictures, and, they enjoy.
That's really pretty cool.
Making memories with the family, some just come and pick a few pints, and some, they spent quite a bit of day there picking, and, and so they enjoy their time there. We don't have chiggers, so you don't have to worry about getting eat up with those. I thought at first it was because I took supplements and vitamins and herbs, but people were saying, "Oh no, we didn't get chiggers. We're in these bushes, and I like to get down on my knees and get underneath the bush because that's where the nice big fat ones are, So a lot of people either can't bend or won't bend, and so there's berries at different levels. So Well,
why give us a little bit of education here?
Okay.
Why are these berries better than other berries?
Because we're organic. That's important. We don't put any toxic poisons or chemicals on any of our berries or any of our little garden that we have. I heard one person say, "Oh, well, we don't put anything on our garden, but this area over here that we sell to people, we put poison stuff on it." And I'm thinking, do unto others, you have them do unto you. You don't do that.
Right. Right. So how do you get
certified organic?
Certified organic, and if people are needing to put poison or something, what do you use instead of?
We just do a lot of praying.
Do a lot of praying?
Right, praying and spraying. We feed basically with a fish, and that's pretty much what we do.
So you feed?
Yeah. We feed, you know, so. And also we have our own wells, which has...
Your water, fresh water, clear water, good water.
Yeah, it's not no pollution to it either, so, you know, and both sides of us, there's no people polluting us either, so, you know.
You're a pure place.
It sure is. We even have, my husband couldn't get over it since he got hearing aids. He could hear Bob White, you know. So we have the quail there, you know, and he couldn't hear those, but you know. And there's people that come, you know. We had to have a tree removed because it was ready to fall on our house, and he said that he hadn't seen a place like that was. He had been in, the logging person had been in different places, and the natural habitat that was there, he hadn't seen it in other places because they were using toxic poisons and chemicals and stuff. So, you know, we're strictly our whole place. We have we only have maybe 500 bushes of blueberries and a very small patch of blackberries, but we have maybe like 80 acres and parts woods and parts field, and none of that has been poisoned. So, you know, we're just
everything's natural.
Everything's natural.
That's great. Isn't that great? Give this lovely lady a call right there, 455-6844. Order berries or find out when you can come out and pick and enjoy that great environment. She's the berry godmother. And we...
Yeah. 6855. It's 55 on the end.
Oh, okay. What did I say?
Well, it was the wrong number.
Wrong,
there,
Philip?
So don't call the
Philip,
wrong number.
you don't even know your aunt's phone number?
No.
Okay. Well, folks, you go out to J&J Berry Farm. I guarantee you'll love it, and you can't help but love her. We'll be right back.
Partners for Healing provides medical care to the working uninsured of Coffee, Franklin, and Moore counties. We are in Tullahoma from 8 to 5, Monday through Thursdays, and in Manchester on Fridays from 8 to 12. We provide primary medical care and offer an in-house disease management program.
My name is Rosie Mitchell, and I would just like to say I am blessed to have partners in my life.
Please call 455-5014 for more information. Thank you for being one of our Partners for Healing.
Don't risk losing the Social Security disability benefits you have earned. I'm Russell Hedges with Moore & Hedges, attorneys at law. I bring over 25 years of experience and dedication to your case. My Social Security team will walk you through the process. We can increase your chances of winning and maximize the benefits due to you. If we do not win, you will not owe us a fee. Call me, Russell Hedges, with Moore & Hedges, attorneys at law, for maximum returns and minimum concerns.
A world without breast cancer is a world with more birthdays. And signing up for the Making Strides Against Breast Cancer Walk will help us get there faster. The American Cancer Society invests in groundbreaking breast cancer research, and we're part of every community. In fact, 1 in 2 women newly diagnosed with breast cancer turns to us for support. Sign up today at makingstrideswalk.org. Together, we can finish the fight against breast cancer.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We were just having a conversation before we came on the air here. Please excuse us. We're pleased to have joining us now from Motlow College, Charlie Coffey, who's here to tell us about not a new program,
no,
but it's a great program.
It is a great program. I wanted to talk a little bit about the Adult College Express. We call it the ACE program, and that's pretty much how it's known. It is a program that allows working adults to attend college 1 night a week for most classes. And if they come in with no college at all, they can earn a degree in 24 months.
That's unbelievable. Really.
Yes, it is. What we found was most working adults couldn't juggle 3 nights of class a week and have a home life and get their kids' baseball and football games in, and it was high burnout to do it like that. But what we found is that by reconfiguring the classwork so that they only take 1 class at a time, it's doable. They can concentrate on 1 class. They can immerse themselves in that 1 subject. Now, granted, they're doing about 3 weeks worth of work every 5-week period. But it's 5 weeks, one course, check it off, move to the next one.
Right. Okay. And so what sort of things do they learn?
Well, it's a full...
what the curriculum?
It's a full associate degree. We have 2 programs going on right now. The first is the most long-term degree that we have. It is an Associate of Science in General Studies, and it prepares students to go on to a university. It's very popular with folks who have reached the ceiling at their place of business and cannot be promoted without a degree. It is a generalist degree, but we've worked with 3 area institutions so that everything that we offer in the ACE program, General Studies, is fully transferable into the Bachelor of Science in Interdisciplinary Studies with Tennessee Tech, the Adult Degree Completer program at MTSU, and Trevecca's Management and Human Relations program. And the Trevecca program was our pattern, by the way, and they're on the Motlow College campus in Moore County, and the Tennessee Tech program is also on the Motlow College campus in Moore County. The MTSU program is a little more of a flexible degree, and they have a lot of online and hybrid, and they do a good deal of work with people who have certifications or licenses that they convert through prior learning assessment into collegiate credit.
I would imagine that there's a lot of folks out there that think, I don't need that degree, and then they regret it because they get to work, and you mentioned hitting the ceiling, and they think, oh, gosh, I wish I'd have done that.
Right.
But by then you have obligations and responsibilities, so it's harder to do.
It really is. And if a working adult wanted to get an associate degree in the traditional 15-week format, they're looking at about 9 years. The ACE program reconfigures the coursework, as I said, so that it gives them bites that they can manage. I tell my students all the time, best piece of advice is you eat the elephant one bite at a time.
Right.
Well, we've helped define those bites into something that works for working adults.
Is this a common program that you find in a lot of junior colleges? Or?
Some variations of them. We believe we have one of the best models anywhere. We usually start a new cohort every fall, so that at any given point in time we have a couple of cohorts running. In fall of 11, we also started the Associate of Applied Science in Early Childhood Education, and that's geared for those people who are working in child care facilities but are under the gun by their employers to get a degree. And so those courses are they're offered in the same format, but they're a different set of courses.
How long are you in class?
I tell students that I know where you're going to be every Tuesday night and some Thursday nights, because the science classes have a lab, and so they meet Tuesdays and Thursdays, and the math class meets Tuesday and Thursday. And I really thought students would balk at that, but the feedback from the students is most adults who don't use math in their everyday work are a little uneasy about it, and so by having the class 2 nights a week, it really gives them an opportunity to be successful at that course.
How does that work for people, though, that have been out of high school for a long time? Is it difficult for them to get?
Sometimes it is. The first class that we teach is a critical thinking class, and it really kind of the purpose of that class in my philosophy is that it makes them think about thinking and opens them up to new perspectives and their goal. What we found is that the most successful students in this program are those who come to us with an external motivation. One of them is, I've gone as far as I can go without a degree. My employer's not going to let me go any further. Another one is that student that you mentioned who maybe had somewhat of a checkered past, their first trip to college, an 18-year-old who's there because mom and dad wants them to be there and not because they want to be there, comes back 15 years later as a very different student.
Sure.
And so we don't recruit younger students. 23 is usually our cutoff.
Right.
And what we found is the student who's been out and been batted around a little bit and knows something about the real world has that internal motivation. Sometimes it's, I've always wanted to do this and didn't have an opportunity. My children are grown and now it's my turn.
Right.
So they come to us with a myriad of motivations, and then it's our job to help smooth the way and to help them find a pathway, and then to have those bachelor's level pathways available for them when they finish with us.
Okay, that is just a really good idea, a great program.
I will have to credit Trevecca. Trevecca University's been on our campus since 2001, and it's their pattern. And I tell students, it's very intense because for every class that they take, they are expected to meet the same student outcomes and achieve the same goals as a student who's in a 15-week version of that class.
Right.
It's like getting a drink out of a fire hose, okay? But even if one of the classes is not your subject area and it's a subject that you'd rather not take, but you got to check it off, it's only 5 weeks. I tell them you can live through anything for 5 weeks, even if it's not what you want to do.
Yes, you can. And how do they get involved in this program?
They can contact me at my email address is just CCOFFEY at mscc.edu.
Okay.
My name is on the website. My contact information is on the website, and they can go to the website and just look up the ACE program. It's right there in the alpha listing. And we're starting our 8th year, and we have students who have many students who successfully completed this program. They've gone on to get bachelor's degrees, and we have a few who are working on one who's probably finishing up his master's degree. But we know that there is a benefit in this program. These students graduate at a higher rate than the general student population, and they have a higher GPA. The last time I checked, the cumulative GPA for this group was like 3.64. They may have had failures before, but not now. They are highly motivated and they want to be successful.
A person has a tendency to be more motivated when they've got responsibilities.
Exactly, that's right. But it's a great program for this group of folks.
Okay, all right, folks, give Charlie a call if you're interested in getting involved in this. There is an opportunity for a second chance here.
That's exactly right. I'd love to help out.
At Motlow College. Charlie, thank you so much for coming by. Lots of luck with this program. That's
thank
a great
you for
program.
having
8
me.
years doing that. Folks, we'll be right back in just a moment, right after these messages.
Are you a shoeanista with no place local to find your style? Well, now you don't have to travel any further than Bren's Shoe Boutique, located at the Village on Jackson, 1940 North Jackson Street, Suite 120 in Tullahoma. From funky to formal, you can find the fit and style that will make you smile at Bren's. A shoeanista herself, owner Brenda Kemp offers brands like Rocket Dog, Jessica Simpson, Mia, Nine West, J. Renee, Bandolino, and more. Want that accessory splash that none of your friends have? Bren's offers a selection of one-of-a-kind handbags and jewelry with just the right bling. So if your shoe selection doesn't stack up, find what you've been looking for at a price you can afford at Bren's Shoe Boutique, now open in Tullahoma.
When you see the sign, The Main Event, take a close look inside at a hair studio that offers services by some of the best master stylists in Middle Tennessee. These stylists offer a list of services that compete with large city salons, from trendy cuts for men, women, and children to the latest color techniques, including highlights and bold color accents. Other services offered include permanent hair weaving and relaxing to formal hairstyle for that special occasion. You can also give yourself a very special treat with a full makeover, including full body waxing. For your convenience, we are open Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. until the last client leaves happy. Call and make your appointment at 931-571-8682 or stop by our Tullahoma location at 207 North Jackson Street. Pamper yourself at The Main Event today.
An annual event started in 1939 will continue on August 20th through August 30th, 2014, when the World Grand Championship celebration will once again be held in Shelbyville, Tennessee at the Celebration Arena. Each year, people come from all over the world to contend for the coveted honor of being crowned World Grand Champion. From the wonderful flat shod to the exciting performance horse, they will fill the ring with the breed's best of the best. The celebration supports local charities, and this year they are asking everyone to come out and support the largest nonprofit event in Middle Tennessee and the 14 charities that depend on this event to fund their cause. Come out and be a part of a family tradition by showing your support to the 76th Annual Walking Horse National Celebration. For ticket and box seat information, call 931-684-5915.
Welcome back. The wonderful thing about doing what I do, I get to meet some of the nicest people. And on South Jackson Goes Country, we have all age groups performing. And today I've brought on the set Miss Macy Tabor. She is from Manchester. Which school do you go to?
Coffee County Middle School.
This year, first time, right?
Yes,
6th grade. Well, Macy's going to be singing on the main show on Saturday night.
Yes, ma'am.
And then you're singing the outdoor show, right?
On Saturday.
On Saturday, okay. And I'm excited about that too, because we have a free outdoor show, so people are welcome to come and watch the outdoor show and eat their dinner that they can buy in the back. How many years have you been doing South Jackson Goes Country?
I think 2 or 3.
2 or 3, and I'm thinking that I'm thinking it's 3, because the first time you sang, you were like way down here, and I couldn't believe that great big voice that came out. You've been singing all your life?
Yes, the first time I ever sang on stage was in Hollywood, California at IPOP, which is an acting, modeling, and singing event, and you get awards. And I sang, I was 4, and I sang Part of Your World, and I dressed up in a Little Mermaid costume.
I love it. I love it, and I bet the crowd loved you too. Now I know people are anxious to hear you sing, so today what are you going to sing?
I'm going to sing Lovesick Blues.
Lovesick Blues. Can we roll that right now? Let's go ahead and stand up and take it away.
Got a feeling called the blues, although since my baby said goodbye. I don't know what I'm gonna do. All I do is sit inside. Although that last long day, he said goodbye. Oh Lord, I thought I would cry. He'll do me, he'll do you. He's got the kind of loving. Lord, I loved you when he calls the sweet baby. Such a beautiful dream. I had to think it all over. I lost my heart, it seems. Well, I've grown so used to that man somehow. And I'm nobody's sugar baby now. I've got lonesome. I've got lovesick blues. Yeah, I'm in love with a wonderful guy. That's what's the matter with me. I'm in love with a wonderful guy, but he don't care about me. Well, I've tried and I've tried to keep him satisfied, but he just won't stay. And now that he's leaving, this is all I can say. I've got a feeling called the blues, oh Lord, since my baby said goodbye. I don't know what I'm gonna do. All I do is sit inside. Oh Lord, that last long day, he said goodbye. Oh Lord, I thought I would cry. He'll do me, he'll do you. He's got the kind of loving. Lord, I loved it when he calls the sweet baby. Such a beautiful dream. I had to think it all over. I lost my heart, it seems. Well, I've grown so used to that man somehow. And I'm nobody's sugar baby now. I've got lonesome. I've got lovesick blues. Yeah, I've got lonesome. I've got lovesick blues.
All right, there we go. I'm so proud to think that you got out of bed this morning, went to school, and made it here and can do that this early in the morning. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
Where did you get that yodel? That's a unique type of voice you have there.
Well, when I was little, I used to, just go, and I didn't know that I was yodeling, but I watched Miss America one day. Miss America, for her talent, she got these puppets and she was like yodeling, you know.
Oh yeah.
And so I tried to do that without, so I just went,
and try to do it without moving your mouth like a puppet.
Yeah.
You might want to add a puppet to the act. That's a cute idea. Well, I loved it, and I know that the audience is going to love it too. And the fact that you can do it so early in the morning, that really pleases me. And we have so much else going on here. I'm going to have to let you go, but look for that name in Hollywood and on stage at any country show you see or otherwise. Macy Tabor, thanks for coming.
Thank you.
It's a Kia Cadenza kind of day at Russell Barnett Kia of Tullahoma. This luxurious Kia has too many features to mention, with prices starting as low as $33,943. With America's best warranty, the 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, Kia is the power to surprise. We have a huge selection to choose from here at Russell Barnett Kia, and mention this ad and receive an additional $500 off your next Kia Cadenza purchase. And remember, why buy anywhere else?
An annual event started in 1939 will continue on August 20th through August 30th, 2014, when the World Grand Championship celebration will once again be held in Shelbyville, Tennessee at the Celebration Arena. Each year, people come from all over the world to contend for the coveted honor of being crowned World Grand Champion. From the wonderful flat shod to the exciting performance horse, they will fill the ring with the breed's best of the best. The celebration supports local charities, and this year they are asking everyone to come out and support the largest nonprofit event in Middle Tennessee and the 14 charities that depend on this event to fund their cause. Come out and be a part of a family tradition by showing your support to the 76th Annual Walking Horse National Celebration. For ticket and box seat information, call 931-684-5915.
All right, folks, we're back, and I have a lovely young lady with me today who has all kinds of great things going on. She's a mover and shaker, Miss Tracy Goodman.
Good
Hi,
morning.
Tracy.
How are you?
I'm doing very well, dear. Introduce this guy next to you.
This is my partner in my company, Jeff Whaley. He's my business development director at Sunday Circle Production Company.
Sunday Circle Production Company. And you have so many things going on. This thing we're getting ready to do here is this is called Write Out Loud.
That's right.
And Write Out Loud, what is loud? Now, loud, there's a poster right there, and there's a lot on there to see, but what does loud stand for?
Well, John, as I said, I'm Sunday Circle Production Company. We do some artist development. We represent a group of writers, and our agenda and our goal is to primarily promote independent artists, writers, and musicians. So
right.
We have a lot of people we do that with. We are establishing an agenda for a youth organization. And like I said, it's called LOUD. It stands for Love, Options, Understanding, and Direction. And it's mentoring kids through music.
Wonderful. Now, isn't that delightful? Mentoring kids through music. This event that you're getting ready to have, Sing Out or Write Out Loud, is a writer's competition, right?
That's right.
And explain to our audience exactly how this is going to work and what your concept is.
Okay. Well, first of all, we're hosting it at the Rain Center, Rain Teen Center in Winchester, Tennessee.
And where's that located?
It's on Sharp Springs Drive. It's right across the parking lot from Walmart.
Okay.
Okay. Behind the Verizon store over there in Winchester. But
now they know how to get there.
Yes, you can find it, and you can find it online also at rainteencenter.com. Okay.
Very good.
Our concept for the contest is every Thursday night in August, John, we're going to have a songwriting competition.
Right.
It starts at, you have to sign up by 6:30. First 20 entries, we're going to take 20 entries per night, and the event begins at 7. It's open to all genres. We encourage every genre, to be represented there. And 20 writers will compete each Thursday night. We're trying to build a team of 12 finalists from our live events there at the Rain Center. So we'll collect 3. every Thursday night.
Every
okay?
Thursday night, there'll be 3 people that will move on.
That's right. Well, now here's the thing. This Rain Center event that lasts for every Thursday night in August for a month is a prequel event to our finale event, which will take place on September 13th at Circle E Guest Ranch, which is located at the top of Keith Springs Mountain.
Ooh.
And if you've never been there, that's a wonderful, beautiful venue. They have an amphitheater. We'll be outside. We'll be doing an all-day picnic. We're hoping to do a pig on a stick luau type barbecue.
All right.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to find somebody who crank the pig for me.
You need to get with those High on the Hog gals over at Winchester. They can figure that out for you.
So we'll be doing a cornhole tournament, which is a very popular, thing for people to do, and there'll be cash prizes for that. And my dad's already got plans to be the winner there. He's bringing his team, so that should be fun. But it's going to be a great day of family fun and fellowship, and obviously it's for the kids. Now, during that time. Okay, 12 finalists from the Rain Center.
There you go.
We've added,
every Thursday night.
Yeah, we've added a wild card category.
Okay.
For our out-of-state riders, because once we did the press release, we've had incredible interest in it. But people don't want to drive from out of state and maybe not make the live show in the first 20 entries. That makes sense.
Okay.
So if you're out of state and interested in entering, then we're taking electronic submissions. And so we're looking for 3 wild cards to make the team.
To make it 15.
Yes, so there'll be a team of 15 finalists. So we'll have the finale event at Circle E in the afternoon, and then Jack Wagon will be playing, which will be featuring Miss Allison Morris. I don't know if you're familiar with Allison and the Rudders. They're very involved there at the Rain Center. They provide sound and things there. We've got a great team of people working with us. And then Mr. Lee Gibson. I think you're familiar with Lee. He's one of our hometown favorites, Nashville's finest. So he'll be actually rounding up the show for us on the 13th. But in our effort, Sunday Circle Production, our reason for doing this is to introduce our effort toward our Loud Youth organization. And as I said, Franklin County doesn't. You guys got a great, nice community center over here. We've got partners. We're trying to partner with the existing agencies that are already at work in Franklin County, for instance, such as the Prevention Coalition and Contact Lifeline and MADSAM, and it's for the prevention of teenage drugs and alcoholism and suicide. We have some pretty staggering figures, over there regarding that, and so we're just trying to help. And the Rain Center is a private-funded organization over there. There's no county money for it or anything like that. So our attempt is for every dollar that we make, and it is a nonprofit organization.
Sure.
But Sunday Circle will be donating to the Rain Center to just try to help them kind of tread water over there is what they're doing. So we're really, really excited. And listen, I'm going to tell you, we have so many wonderful people, musicians, and just people in general who've donated their time to us. And
I feel honored that you've asked me to be a judge.
Yes, I'm excited.
So there's going to be different folks judging this music, and it will be the judges will only judge one night.
That's right.
There'll be different judges.
We have 12 different judges.
So which is good because that puts 12 different sets of eyes on the whole thing.
Yeah, we want the perspective. And as I said, I'm a writer myself, John, and been doing that for about 30 years. And Sunday Circle, that's one of the reasons for forming this, is because in the second half of my life, I decided it's time to try to get some of our music out if we can before it gets too late.
I understand.
But there are people that I love to write them, but I'm looking for singers, so that's another thing. That's another reason for doing it, is so I can sort of recruit people that want to do demos and some things like that. So we've got some wonderful people we're working with.
Great stuff.
And we're real excited.
How do people get in touch with you? Shortly, because we need to go quick. How do they get in touch with you if they're hunting you?
Well, the best place to find us is on Facebook. Tracy Goodman. It's Tracy with an I. Goodman on Facebook, or Sunday Circle Production Company. People can welcome to email us at tracy.loud2014@gmail.com, or you're welcome to call me 931-308-14. You know what?
She's a busy girl.
I have voicemail. I promise I'll get back to you. I will.
She did. And you, sir.
Yes, sir.
are one of the smartest gentlemen I've been around in a long time. You sat right there and let all of this take place, and you didn't have to say a word.
Hey, I'm just an advisor.
You know what? Everybody
Great
needs
man.
a good support system.
Great man. Folks, remember this. Write out loud for a month, the month of August at the Rain Center. We'll be right back after these messages.
Trucks.
The #1 selling truck for 35 years straight, the Ford F-Series, can be found at Russell Barnett Ford of Tullahoma and Winchester. We have a huge selection of over 100 trucks to choose from, with Ford manufactured rebates and incentives up to $10,000 or 0% financing available. Now is the time to buy. So come on down to Russell Barnett Ford of Tullahoma and Winchester, and remember,
Trucks.
And more trucks. Why buy anywhere else?
Get your news first, fast, and free with your news leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Local weather, sports, community calendar events, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Get it first, fast, and free with News Leader on Channel 6, your local information network.
All right, we're back, and it's been hectic. I like it that way.
What a great show.
I do too.
It's amazing how much you can learn
I know.
in the course of a 90-minute show, isn't it?
Everything from how to drive around school children to growing proper blueberries to
young singers
to artwork to promoters promoting good things for children.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
I love that. What a great idea that is. And I love promoting writing. That's wonderful because we have enough original writing.
And can you hear about it anywhere else better than you can hear about it right here? You can't right here on this show. I guess what's up? Last thing? Anybody got a last thing to say?
Any last minute thing? If you're out there listening, be at South Jackson. If you're in the show,
Peggy's back.
Get there tonight. We're practicing. Saturday show.
Saturday show practices tonight. South Jackson goes country 8th, 9th, and 10th, and everything else in this world is going on.
That's right.
Bye, folks.
Bye-bye.
See you next time.